Hi, we're Harriet and Mauro. We're restoring a 5-acre smallholding in Spain into the homestead of our dreams. We're currently rebuilding our 45,000 litre water deposit, which sits at the heart of our homestead and provides our garden with irrigation water all year round. After completely rebuilding the structure, we moved 8 tons of gravel and rock for the filtration bed, started filling, put up an enormous pergola, went for our first swim and got half of the filtering plants planted. Now there were just a few more things left to do. Okay, it's finally time to reconnect the deposit to the garden irrigation. First of all, I need to go and put this valve in just a little bit higher up because all of this irrigation piping is also connected to the IBCs that we have at the top of the hill. So we need to make sure that we can shut off the water from those before the deposit. Otherwise, if we have both open, all the water that's in the tanks will want to try and run into the deposit and it'll overflow down here. Trying to remember how this is actually all connected because it's been over a year since I disconnected it all. I think I found the piece I need now. I've got Teflon tape and it's not this piece that I need, it's actually this piece. So yeah, I think I'm going to go put this in first. That's the first thing to do. So this tap here will only ever be fed by the tanks up the hill because it is at a higher level than the deposit. So I'm going to put the valve just after it here. Hi guys. Okay, leak test number 1. Oh, why are you leaking? Oh no. Okay, I think we just lost the washer, so that's fixed now. Alright, that's it, we're connected. Gonna go now and open some taps, see what kind of pressure we've got. It's not gonna be great because it's barely a metre of water in the deposit at the minute, but at least we can get it out of there and onto the garden and somewhere useful. So yeah, this is a hose pipe that I use all the time. When this is connected to the tanks up the hill, we get a nice strong flow from here because that's like 10-12 meters of head. And this is, yeah, much weaker, but it's fine because if we want to get the water out of the deposit, then now we have an option. We can just put this hose pipe somewhere, water a tree, and everyone's happy. On the other hand, we do have some really thick pipes as well going around the garden. So if I open that tap there, and if I just take the cap off the end of this pipe, I think we'll probably just end up using this long black pipe, kind of like a massive hose pipe. Ow, super hot, but it'll be cool in a minute because it's coming from the deposit. Okay, here's our final load of gravel. This is what we need to create the shallow area. Oh, hi Una. Not sure we'll need all of this, but let's get moving it and see how it goes. Okay, I think I'm going to let the dust settle because I can't really see what we're doing, and I'm also going to let the level go down a bit because it's really full right now, and then see where we're at, whether we need any more. Alright, I think that should do it. It's kind of hard to decide because the trickle of water is always so loud. Yeah, I was just saying it's hard to know how much to put in because we take water out for irrigation, so we go up and down by a good chunk. I think what we've got now is good. I'm just going to open the big pipe, drain a little bit, and yeah, plant the plants. I'm going to water the blackberries, hoping for nice big juicy blackberries this year. Go. Really excited about this one because we had this before and it did really well, and it grew loads and it produced these amazing red flowers. I don't know if I've got any. I'll see if I can find any pictures of it. Right, I've decided I think we need a little bit more gravel just sloping away down there because everything else, I don't want it that deep and I don't want to have everything end up bunched up here either, so yeah, I'm going to go for a bit more gravel. This is totally stuck in the pot. You know what, I'm going to put this in the pot and it's going to burst out of it at some point anyway. Okay, now we have a papyrus. Also did really well last time, so I'm excited about this one. Last one. No, even higher, I think. It's really hard to know because of the change. I'll try you up here. I hear thunder and I see dark clouds over there, so I'm just out here picking the seed coriander. Coriander seed is one of my favourite spices. It's not really a spice, but you know, like herbs and spices from the spice cabinet, but only when it's freshly crushed, because then it's just so delicious. Oh, more seeds fall on that one. Right, these leeks are going to seed, so I'm just putting them up. I think they'll be fine at this point. I've not done all that well in the fruit cage. I think I planted them a little bit late and they never got off to a very good start, but we've had a lot of leek this year from the garden, so I'm not complaining.
Give me your eggies now. So gentle.
They make such a cute noise as well. They don't peck at all, do they?
No. Do you have any more?
Yeah, there's one more.
Sorry.
I'll bring them out. So all the trees in the chicken food forest are doing quite well. A little too well. This apple tree has got loads of apples on it, which I know we should probably take off because it's not even 3 years old yet, but it's just too exciting to see the apples on it, so we're going to try and support it instead. That's pretty good. Give it one more whack.
One thing, you can take these two and then leave this one and this one. That's the biggest one.
No.
Yeah?
Okay, fine.
Yeah?
Yep.
Sure?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah. Let's see. It's so painful to do this, but it's probably necessary. Oh, another egg, and one over here. It's like they're not even trying to make a nest. Like, what are they doing? So yeah, I don't know how to. I'm quite sure how to support this one because it's just like the tallest bit is just flopping over. The irrigation in this field has been amazing. Like, the trees are doing so well. The ground is so soft. Okay, good fun. Good fun. Good fun. Good boy, Papa. So this rebar mesh here was left over from our deposit build, and it just so happens to be the perfect amount, more or less, so that we can use it on top of the pergola. Just stick it on top of the pergola and it will provide like a mesh sort of support for the vines and stuff that we want to grow up there eventually. So I'm going to drag it into some shade and start getting it painted so that it's not this nasty rusty colour. So this is painstakingly slow with a paintbrush. I will use up what we've got, the little pot of paint, but we definitely should have bought spray paint. I am absolutely loving the colour though, it's really nice. I wish we had more things that we could paint with this this slate grey colour. I don't know if you can really appreciate it, but it is a really, really lovely colour. I've done, it's taken me like half an hour and I've done like a third of this sheet. We've got 6 of these to do and I'm going to have to turn it around to do the back as well because I would have definitely missed some bits on the back. So I continued painting the rebar mesh. This job took so many nap times and I really wished I could think of something else to use the pot of paint for so I wouldn't have to continue, but unfortunately nothing came to mind. Normally I quite enjoy painting, but I just could not get into this. It was just so frustratingly slow. The issue was that you had to go quite carefully to make sure you got paint in all the little grooves of the rebar, and if it wasn't for that it probably would have been a much more enjoyable job. Anyway, I was so glad when I finished the first sheet, but this must have taken me a good 3 or 4 hours, so I knew I had to figure something else out for the remaining 5.
Is it good? Is it well cut?
It is, I think so. Check your serve, but I think so.
Then I want to go with more. Yeah.
And then I pick this one.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's too early in the day for that, Santi. Your shoes and everything. Your shoes as well. Oh dear. Sorry. So I made these little sticks out of like old metal pegs, to hang the little name tags on for the plants, but they're not long enough. Most of them are not long enough, so this is what I've come up with. See, I wanted them out of the water so that this didn't happen. They didn't get algae on them. I know these canes aren't going to be very long lasting, but just until I come up with a better idea, this is what we're going with. There we go, I think I've got all of those labelled correctly. You see the water is looking a little green on this side. You can still see the bottom, but we haven't got our robot floor cleaner yet, and we also haven't got the compressor bubbler system set up yet, so there isn't a lot of circulation between the plant section and the main section. I think it's also normal to have like an explosion of algae and life, like when you first set up a system as well. That definitely happened last time with the deposit when we first filled it and put the plants in. We were like the whole winter scooping algae off the top of the deposit that year, and I can't remember how long it took to settle down. Maybe it was just a couple of months in the end, but yeah, eventually it did. The plants started filling out and the roots started growing, and it all started sort of working. So yeah, I'm not too worried, but yeah, that's what's going on with that. The plants they're just really small. They've got to grow, and we also haven't got the circulation happening yet. And yeah, if anyone wants to sponsor us for a robot floor cleaner, we would love that, because they're actually quite expensive. So yeah, that's that. And you can see behind me as well the pergola. It looks great with all the extra supports and the diagonal bracing, so I'm really glad we got that finished. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.